Hey, it's Bob Duffy from Intel here, and we are inside AI Playground 2.0, and we're looking at something called workflows. So you may be asking yourself, what the heck is a workflow? Well, a workflow is something we've added to AI Playground 2.0, which provides more, what I would say, production level solutions where you're going to have a set of things. It could be a set of models, a set of tasks that are going to be strung together in a workflow for a specific image generation need. So this is what I would consider more production level image generation compared to what we've had before in AI Playground. Now, if you install AI Playground and you add the option for ComfyUI, this is how you get your workflows. And the first thing that you should notice in here is under the image settings, you now have a mode for default versus workflow. Now, default is what we've done all along. This is where you can do Stable Diffusion 1.5 under standard mode, or SDXL using HD mode, or you can turn on or off a fast LCM LoRa solution with the fast option, and then all the other settings below. Now, when you go over to workflows, you'll notice that some of those things change. Those quick button presets are gone because often those things will be described in the workflow itself. Now, we're going to provide you a list of workflows here out of the gate. From Intel. More will be coming, and if you'd like to get more from us or check to see if we have more, you would just click this little cloud icon and that will pull the latest workflows from Intel. The workflows consist of Flux Schnell. We have both a Q4 and a Q8 precision for generating images using the Flux Schnell solution. We also have line to image, both a fast LCM solution as well as a standard 20-step solution. And this is a control net solution using Canny. And we'll go through that and talk about some of the cool things that you can do with that, like architectural pre-visualization. And then we have CopyFace and FaceSwap, which are shades of the same thing. FaceSwap is where you'd type in a prompt of a particular character. But before you do that and you generate, you're going to load up an image into AI Playground, which is going to drive the likeness of that character. And then the copy face, it is very similar, but you have two images that you're loading up. You're going to load up your what I would consider the end image that you want. This is the image that you're driving towards, but you'd like to change the face. And then the second image that you'd load up is the face that's going to guide the output of that image. So this doesn't require any text prompts generation. You put in both of those images and you hit generate. But the thing to know is, regardless of any of these that you select, whether it's Flux Schnell or whatever, any of the settings that you need or can adjust will be available to you within the settings. You won't need to dive into ComfyUI. You won't need to deal with that interface or know anything about how that works. All you need to know is how to go into the settings and add and adjust these numbers and play around and use AI Playground as you normally would. So let's take our first dive into workflows, looking at Flux Schnell. Okay, let's look at Flux Schnell. So again, we go into our settings. I'm going to workflow and I'm selecting the first one at Q4 Precision. Now there is also Q8. I'm not going to jump into that. It's going to be very similar. It's just going to take longer and more memory to use. And I find it is just personal for me. I find that if I want to get higher quality, I just go to Q4 and I up the steps a little bit, and I get there. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to set it from 4 to 6 because I want a little higher quality image. I'm at 0.8 megapixels. I've gone ahead and put in a seed in, so I know what's going to come out at the end of this. And the reason I'm going to be thinking about something I want to do. And this is, I'm going to create a product concept for a perfume bottle. So here we are. It's hyper realistic photography, award-winning product shot of a perfume bottle, water splashing behind it. It's a glass crystal bottle in the shape of an obelisk. It's got a light colored background, and it's called Optimum Parfum. And this is what's really cool about Flux is that you can be very specific in your prompts. You can specify where something's going to be, and you can specify the exact text that you want in your image. And this is what's really nice about this, even with the Flux Schnell version. So once I click generate, it's going to go ahead and load that model for the very first time, and then it's going to start the image generation process. And we'll quicken this a little bit so we can get this to generate. And there we go. Okay, so we have it, and we can see that is a fairly nice image. And so this is what you get with Flux Snell. You get very good photorealistic images. You get great adherence towards prompts with text, and you can describe where you want to place images, where you want to place objects, what color those objects should be, all through using Flux. So it's a great option and alternative to doing SDXL. You can still go to the default mode and go to HD and generate SDXL images, but you might find that you can generate better images or have images that better align to the prompts that you're using by using Schnell. So there you go. So this is Flux Schnell available inside AI Playground. All right, let's switch gears over and let's take a look at line to image. What I love about line to image is it's an awesome solution for doing things like architectural pre-visualization. So what I've done here is I've loaded in an image which is a sketch of a building, and I am going to describe this image as a modern apartment complex, tropical resort, sunset, and stunning vista. So we're going to go ahead and generate that image there. I have no seed that I've preset in here, so I don't exactly know what these are going to come out and look like, but we'll take a look. Yeah, that looks beautiful. Look at that. Let me go back over to that image. It's happening so quick. There it is. Now look at that. Yeah, now that is a modern apartment complex in a tropical area, sunset view and stunning vistas there. And that is using it in fast mode. If I wanted to generate something of higher quality, I could do that. But essentially, this is the sketch I was using right there. And it generated these images here. So you can play around with the adjustments here. You do have a low threshold and a high threshold. So as you adjust these numbers up and down, you're going to get more or less detail in your image. But architectural pre-visualization is a good example. It doesn't have to be just buildings. You could use it for interior design. You could describe wallpaper. You could describe all sorts of things and have that come out in the image. So there you have lined image. And then let's go ahead and look at FaceSwap here. So FaceSwap will allow me to describe an image. Let's just say, how about a podcaster? um, And I've got here an image of myself looking like a podcaster, actually. And I'm going to go ahead and generate this image here. Let me, yeah, I'll set it to 16:9. It's kind of a wider aspect ratio image. And let's go ahead and generate that. This as well, just anytime we switch a workflow, we're adding in a different model. We've got in different nodes that we're doing. So here it is. We've got a podcaster, and then it's going to swap that podcaster's face right towards the last generation with a likeness of me. And there it is. Try this again, adjusting the prompt. Podcaster, gray hair, glasses, mic, and headphones. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's generate a podcaster image. We're going to generate 4 of these, and at the end, it's going to swap the face out to be my face. So there it is. It kind of looks like me. There you go. Oh, now we've got a couple. Yeah, that one does look like me. And this one, yep, there we go. That's actually pretty cool, actually. I, I dig it. And then here we go there. Yeah, that looks good. But you know what? For me, doing the face swap, generating through prompt can be a little bit more random. And what if I wanted to use a Flux model instead? So we do have the CopyFace solution, so you can switch over to that. And what I've done here is I've got images that I generated of podcasters here, right? So I have this one there. So this is a podcaster image I generated. Here's that image of me again, and I don't need anything here. Boom. Just need that, and I don't need to generate 4 images. I just need to generate one, and it will go ahead and load in that model and generate your image, and there you go. I think it's pretty good. That is a good likeness of me based upon that one. So I think that one is the keeper of all of the images there. And another thing I want to do is jump into the ComfyUI workflows, is actually look at ComfyUI under the hood to see what's going on there, to give you a better idea of what we're doing and how we're making workflows from ComfyUI a whole lot easier in AI Playground. So I'll see you in ComfyUI. Okay, we are back in, and I want to show you ComfyUI. So I'm going to drag the screen down here. This is a web page, and for me to get in ComfyUI, all I need to do is one, have AI Playground running, which I do, and then you open up a browser and you go to localhost 49,000. Now it's likely going to be 49,000, but it may not be 49,000 for you. So what you can do to double check is go over to AI Playground. Now, while you're in AI Playground, you can hit Control Shift I, and you can bring up your console. Which, if you scroll through here, it may have information on IP addresses like this 127.0.0.1 39,000, which is the address for AI Playground itself to run and operate. But for you to check exactly what it is for ComfyUI, what you can do is click over here on the gear icon, go to Basic, select Manage Backend Components, and with ComfyUI, hit Restart. Now we're going to scroll down to the bottom, and we'll see information coming as that restarts. And it's telling us, yes, the WebSocket connection was to localhost 49,000. So there you have it. 49,000 is the address for me, and you can check to see if it's the address for you. And this is what ComfyUI looks like. It's a set of nodes, and these nodes are connected by these strings. So these nodes have specific functions in them, right? So here is the node to load the face image that we want to align for our output image. So that's available here. We also have the diffusion model that we're going to use. So this is actually using the FaceSwap. So it's loading in the Juggernaut XL model. It's got our clip loader. It's got a LoRa, a fast LCM LoRa. It's going into the prompt, which was podcaster. And then it's coming out to this case sampler, which has a lot of the other features in it, like seed, steps, CFG, all of that types of thing. And then it's going into this special reactor node, and then out is generating an image. So if I actually click Q here, it'll run through the process. It'll actually do the image generation directly here within ComfyUI rather than inside AI Playground. So here we go. We've got our podcaster there, and then it's going to use my face through the reactor node. And you can see as it lights up, it's going to that node. Now it's using that node, and then it generated an image of me. So you can use ComfyUI as an interface for image generation if you'd like. Now, any image that you generate in AI Playground. So go back here, I can click on this folder and I can see all of these amazing images that I've generated. Now, if I want one of them to be used or as a guide for driving ComfyUI, so let's just go here so you can see. I can take that image and I can drag it directly onto ComfyUI. So I'll drag it here, and there it is. It's going to give me this output. Go ahead, stop that. And you see, this is just the simple CopyFace. It's just the loaded image that I started with, the face likeness into the fast face swap, and then out comes the image. So I'll drag another one here. I generated an image of these retro sci-fi ray guns. So I'll drag that on here. And this is the Flux workflow. So you can see that it's loading the Flux model. It's taking that and going into the scheduler. It's then adding this, and then that's going into this basic guider, and then that's going into the sampler. So you can see this gets very, very complicated. So the reason we've put this into AI Playground is to, one, to give you the features, but at the same time is to make this kind of thing a whole lot easier. Now, if you want to, you can play around with this and you can directly go into ComfyUI and you can create your own workflows if you'd like. And then also you could look at contributing those workflows to our project on AI Playground. But the whole idea that we've driven behind this is to try to make this a whole lot simpler. So Intel will create workflows, and we should get some workflows from the community as well. They will end up in this list. After you click this little icon, it will pull the latest and greatest workflows down. And we'll do our best to make it as simple as possible so that you know how to drive an outcome to the result that you want using AI Playground. So there you have it. Here's AI Playground with workflows. Enjoy and connect with me on Discord if you'd like. I'd love to answer any of your questions on Intel Insiders. Just go down to the generative AI area, and there's also an AI Playground area where we can have conversations. Call me out. I'd be happy to answer those. But meantime, like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Bob Duffy, and we'll catch you later.